Alright, good afternoon everyone. Today is Thursday, May 15th, 2012. It's Michael from CFRN.net. Let's see, to start off, if you have not taken a trial at CFRN.net, go to www.cfrn.net/apply, and that will get you right into the trial. In our free trial, you get access to all of the indicators, all of the code. You get 5 days in the live trading room. That's 5 business days in the live trading room. No credit card required, nothing like that. You just get to come in, and everything you see right here, you will be able to see. All the trades that I took today, you'll be able to see them live, taken live in front of you. Partners. There's a partners meeting tonight at 9 p.m. every Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. They have a partners meeting. For folks who are on the trial right now, you need to be a partner to get into the partners meeting. If you are interested in being a partner and you don't know how, send me an email at support@cfrn.net and I will get the information out to you. Okay, if you've been on the trial for a few days, you should have an email already explaining everything in detail. If you do not, send me an email, support@cfrn.net, and I will tell you how to get into it. Alright, now let's go over the results first. The NQ, I'm plus 15 ticks. The YM, I'm plus 1 tick. And the Russell, I'm down 9 ticks. I took a trade here on the YM to get to plus 1 tick while Dwayne was talking. But let's start with the YM. Okay, we'll just start right out with the YM. I took, let's see, over here. 9:30, here we go. There was a shorting opportunity right in here. I missed it. It went down very nicely. There was another one right here that I didn't take. This one over here I got into. This was a long opportunity right here. This arrow needs to be moved over. A long opportunity right there. I took that and I got stopped out. The market turned around. This was some bearish divergence right here, but I'm just looking to see what the heck. We didn't take any trade right here. I'm not sure where the weekly trading zones are right here, but I did take a short over here when we had the bearish divergence. That one didn't work out either. So I was down a little bit right there. Let's see, here we had bearish divergence. The arrows get all mixed up when I expand my chart. But here we had bearish divergence. Over here we had bullish divergence. Pull back to the BBC with an up close for the bullish divergence. Moved up. Another one right here. Bullish divergence. Pull back to the BBC with an up close. And it moved up. Right here we also had bullish divergence, pull back and test to the BBC with an up close, and the market moved up. Okay, what I'm doing right here, guys, what I'm saying is going to be the same across all the markets that I show you, except the ES 10,000. That's very similar, but we enter at the BBC instead of waiting for the up close. So right there was 1, 2, 3 in a row right there that were nice winning trades. Over here, there was a shorting opportunity. It wasn't right here. There was just bearish divergence right here. It wasn't an actual shorting opportunity because the MA1 was still above the BBC. The BBC is this green line right here. Okay, it stands for bull bear cross. Now the next opportunity was right over here after the MA1 had crossed down. I shorted right here. Okay, and I got back to break even on that trade right there. I took another trade over here. I went, well, the things are crossed up as though I lost the trade, so I'm guessing that I did. I don't know what this is, but I took another trade right there and I ended up down a few ticks. And there was one in here that I missed that had a nice run. You see we had bearish divergence. Pulled up, tested the BBC, gave a down close, and moved down pretty strongly. Up here we had another one. Bullish divergence right here. Tested the BBC with an up close. Over here, this is the one that I took in just a few minutes ago, I believe. Or was that the one? No, that was at the end of the morning session. I shorted right here. We had bearish divergence right here. I shorted on the close and it dropped down. I took some profit on that one. I didn't take any trades in here. Right over here, there was bearish divergence with a down close. That went down a little bit. Now, I'm not sure where the weekly trading zones are in here, but Anyway, right over here we pulled back up to the BBC with the bearish divergence. I shorted there, and that's how I got my YM. Oops, hold on a second. I'll bring my DOM over for you. That's how I got my YM back to +1 tick. Okay? That was the morning session. Right now, by the way, we have bullish divergence. We would be looking for an up close here on the YM. Okay? Let's look at the NQ. We took a few trades on the NQ this morning, not nearly as many as were available, but let's just go back here. All right. Right here at the start, okay? Over here we had bullish divergence. This wasn't an ideal trade because the cycle was red and headed down. The cycle was red and headed down. The MA1 was also red and headed down. We didn't take this trade. It turned around, and right here, what I was trying to illustrate with these circles right here was the green turning in the same direction as the brown down here. All right, it happened twice, so you could have gotten into that move with that. We did have some bearish divergence here, but it didn't go back up and test the BBC. Over here, again, it gave us bullish divergence, tested the BBC with an up close. I missed that trade. Here, let's see, I wanted to show right here, right there, and right there. The green turned down in the same direction as the brown, so it was an opportunity to enter in right there. If you were on top of it, you have to really be on top of your game and quick and nimble with your trading to be able to do those. All right, so I didn't enter any more trades. You know, there were opportunities in here, but right here at 10 o'clock, the market really jumped around because the Philly Fed came out. It was much lower than anticipated. I waited a few minutes, and right in here there was a long opportunity. It tested the BBC with bullish divergence. I got long. I took a little bit of profit on that. It ended up moving up, you know, quite a bit higher. Well, let's see. I got long over here at 25.44 even, I believe, and it moved all the way up to 25.58. That said, I'll just keep going with the trades that I took or outlined in the morning session. Right here we had bullish divergence, tested the BBC in an up close. We had it again right here. What I want you guys to take away from this is the number of opportunities that there are. Okay, how many of these opportunities are winning opportunities and how many are not winning opportunities. I'm showing you all the ones that were obvious to me during the live trading session, right, and that are becoming obvious to me now. The ones that I was able to take, of course, I'm showing you those too. You know, if you are trading this, I have about 6 different markets going on all at once, and I'm answering questions from a bunch of people. So what I want you guys to understand is you are not going to be doing that. You're going to be, you know, you'll be one of the people asking questions in the beginning probably when you're in the live trading room. But, oops, hang on. You'll be one of the people asking questions in the beginning in the live trading room. But as time goes on, you know, you'll learn to do this on your own and pick 1 or 2 markets. And like here on the Russell, for instance, we're at 10:30 right now, and there were about probably 15 or 20 different opportunities to trade this and easily walk away with, you know, a couple $100 a contract. Easily walk away with a couple $100 a contract. Here's 1 hour into the market right here. Okay, and this short right here was what, 52.5, and it dropped down to, let's just say 50.5. Okay, from there to there. We'll say that's 2 points. That's $40 right there. Over here, the long over here would have been from 53, and you know the high up here is 57.25. Let's just call it 57, or even call it 56. You know, that right there is 3 points. That's another $60. Okay, so right there is your $100, $100 a contract. And that's just 2 out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 opportunities that there were. Okay. The next trade was right here, right? It was a short trade. We tested the BBC. We had bearish divergence, tested the BBC. I got short right here. I think I took 15 or 16 ticks out of that one. All right. The next one that I took was over here again with bearish divergence. tested the BBC in a down close. I lost 8 ticks on that. I missed that one. I missed that one. I took this one. Got a little bit of profit on that. I missed that. And in here you can see it's just the divergence is when these arrows are off again. But the divergence is when this green line is pulling away from the cycle, like this, down here, on the bottom of the chart. Okay, when the green line is pulling away from the cycle is the red and blue line, price pulls the MA1 through the BBC, and then pulls back up and tests the BBC. Alright? The BBC is resistance at this time, and the divergence down here is telling us that this is just a pullback to a resistance area. The BBC is that resistance area. Once it hits the BBC and it gives you a close in the direction of the cycle, like if the cycle is oversold, then you're looking for a down close. If the cycle is overbought, you're looking for an up close. In the direction of the cycle, it's saying, okay, the market's going to start swinging back in the direction it was again. The momentum is starting again, and that's exactly what happened right here. Okay? And you can see it just happens over and over and over and over and over again. It just did it again while I was doing this. It did it right here, and it did it right here. Okay? Actually, while Dwayne was talking, it did this move up, and while I was talking, it did this move down. So, there you have it. That's the NQ. Okay, we were up, well, right now, I'm up 19 ticks on the NQ. Okay, I'm up 19 on the NQ. And we're up 1 on the YM, and the Russell, we only had 1 trade on the Russell this morning, and it was a losing trade. We lost 9 ticks on it. Okay, let me show you the Russell. Let's see. Yeah, there just weren't a lot of opportunities here in the Russell this morning. It's not to say that there weren't any, but there weren't a lot. Okay, it got really choppy in here right at 10 o'clock, and then this was a nice opportunity right here. We had bullish divergence, price came down, tested the BBC, bounced off it, gave an up close. I tried to enter that, but I was about 3 ticks off on the entry. Right here, you see the MA1 pulled through the BBC, price pulled back up to it, gave a down close, we had bearish divergence, bang. Same thing right here, bang. Over here we had bullish divergence and price had pulled through it with an up close right there. Okay, right there. I should put that on it. For a nice move up. Okay. Over here there was bearish divergence, but it was going right into the weekly trading zone. Alright, over here, this is where I tried to take a long out of the weekly trading zone. The MA1 crossed over the BBC, pulled back down to it, gave an up close right there. We had bullish divergence. I got long and it stopped me out. Alright. Now, we had more opportunities in here. This was right during the break, really. Right there. Let's see. Bullish divergence. Oh. Right over here, I guess, was the last one. There just weren't a lot of opportunities on the Russell today. Okay. And that's pretty much it. That's what we did on the Russell this morning. Let's see. I went over the ES. Let me do the ES really quickly. There were a couple of trades this morning. This one happened right at the open. Okay, price pulled back, tested the BBC, and then made a move up. It went exactly 2 points, which is the profit target, and it was held in by the MA1 right there. It reversed, it came back up. I tried to short right here. I didn't get my order on fast enough. That one dropped down about 3 points. Pulled back up again right here. Dropped down another 3 or 4 points. Pulled back up again right here, but it's going right into the weekly trading zone, so we weren't even considering that. Once the MA1 crossed over, it pulled back here. And Dwayne will probably, if he does another recording and puts it on the website about the 10K, you'll see all these things one at a time. But it pulled back right here for a long trade. The long trade drew down 1.5 points before it went up 2.5 points. Okay, so it hit the profit target up here, and then there were no entry possibilities in this choppy area right in here. Okay, the next entry possibility was down here, and this was during the break, and it was also going right into a weekly trading zone, so there was nothing happening there. Okay, right here, there's a long trade. A long trade right here, and it's at 1312, right up to the zone. I wouldn't take that because it's too close to the zone, but right here would be a long trade, a long opportunity that had drawn down 1 point. Okay, that is the ES for today. Now let me just find one of the other charts here, because I really didn't do anything with gold today, so I'm not going to go over gold, but I will go over the 6E if I can find my 6E chart here in just a moment. I know I have it. Here it is. I didn't take any trades on the 6E, but one of the fellas in there that was in there on a trial had asked about it, so I'll show you the 6E stuff. Alright, now this is starting at 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time. You see down here we had bearish divergence. This is a 4-tick range 6E chart. Bearish divergence, tested the BBC, a down close, price moved down. Over here we had bullish divergence, tested the BBC with an up close. You would have had to have had 8 ticks risk on this to stay in the trade. It drew down 6 ticks before it moved up 6 ticks. I would have gotten a break even on that had I been in it, because I would have moved my stop to break even. It's possible if you didn't have enough risk on that, you would have lost that trade. Alright, right over here we had the bearish divergence down here. Price pulled up, tested the BBC, and dropped down. Now again, look at the timing on this. This is Eastern Time. It's 5 o'clock in the morning here. This one was at 4 o'clock in the morning. And this one was at 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. The next one, 6 o'clock. But it pulled back up, tested the BBC, and dropped down. Alright, now they start to happen a little more often. This one's at 6:30. No, wait, sorry, this one's at 7 o'clock. My bad. Pulled back up to the BBC, tested it, gave a down close, and it dropped. And this one's at 7:15. Now they happen a little more often. Pulled back up to the BBC, tested it, and it dropped down. Now you're looking at the divergence down here when all this is going on. Okay, we have divergence here, divergence here, divergence here, divergence here, divergence here, and bullish divergence on this one. Okay, just keep an eye on that. Right in here, price pulled down, tested the BBC, gave an up close. There's your bullish divergence right there, and there it is again right there on the test of the BBC with an up close. This one was at 8:30. This one was only half an hour later, 20 minutes later at 8:20. This one was at 10 o'clock. It took a while for it to do the rest of this right here. Right here we had bearish divergence. Okay, price tested the BBC and dropped. Over here, bullish divergence again, test the BBC with an up close and moved up. This is where I had stopped marking them up. Right here we had bearish divergence, and that one right there would have stopped you out. Okay, and that was pretty much it on the 6E for the morning. We've run out of, well, actually right now, right here, there's bullish divergence, and you can see right here was the up close. Okay, bullish divergence with the up close. Alright, that, my friends, was it. Okay, that was the 6E. So I showed you the 6E, the Russell, the NQ, the YM, the ES. I didn't show you gold today. That's enough. You guys should get the picture. It's the same setup, same set of indicators across all these markets. All right, different time frame, same time frame, whatever. The same setup, same set of indicators. If you are not a partner and you want to be a partner, send an email to support@cfrn.net. Okay, support@cfrn.net, and we'll get you taken care of.